You're listening to I-95, Bangor's classic rock station with Jay Stu and Corey in the morning. Jay Stu and Corey rock.
I-95, Jay Stu and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station, 95.7 FM. So, yeah, Friday.
We made it a whole week for the most part. Okay, 4 days out of the 5 days. I feel good about this today.
One of us was here all 5 days. Whatever. That's all right.
That's how it's going to be, huh?
Yeah, whatever.
All right, well, one of us would have rather been here than where she was, which is in bed and recovering. But I'm here today, and it's getting... And you know what I can do today? I can drink cold beverages.
Wow.
It's been the first time in like 2 months.
See, when I was in the hospital with that kidney stone last year, my first thought when they're like, so we're going to have to keep you here overnight. Well, my first thought was like, are you freaking serious? This is a kidney stone. Then my next thought was, I'm going to get some sleep, which didn't happen either. But at first I was like, oh, this is going to be like a vacation. Like, yeah. This lady's going to take my socks off for me. What the hell? You know?
Yeah. There was so much pain involved in my stay that it was not a vacation. No. So I am glad to be back. And most of the things seem to be healing. So that's a really good thing. And I'm no longer like a crazy reptile lady. I was checking. My daughter came up. She's like, Mom, where's your rash? I'm like, I know it's gone, right? It's pretty awesome. So I look like a normal color for Christmas. Yay.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I know you were looking forward to the Christmas ornament, Corey, but
I was looking for Reptilicory.
That's what I felt like. So we're here, and we have our morning music matchup up right now. The two that we were able to get out this week, which was Motley Crue, Girls versus Bryan Adams. The only thing that looks good on me is You. Just double check that. So yes, I got that right this time around. So you can vote on either one of those. Nikki's already out of the gate, fast and furious, ready to go for Bryan Adams. We have a concert announcement later on today at 10 o'clock.
It's not Bryan Adams, because we've already announced that one.
Yep. So we've got that coming down the pike. We've got another Trans-Siberian Orchestra code for you at 9 o'clock. We've got all the things to do. So bust open this Friday. I'm ready with the ninja kicks and all.
Well,
Reptilicory,
I think we're going to have to wait for some ninja kicks while we get through a whistle solo. So there's that. So whistle it up right now with the Scorps on I-95. I-95, Jay Stu and Corey at Bangor's classic rock station. Fab Friday, here we are, everybody. Look outside. It didn't actually make me laugh. I just figured if I laughed a little, it would be less awkward. But anyway, here we are. Welcome to Friday, everybody.
We've got our morning music matchup up right now. I'm very proud of it because it's there on time for the most part, and people are voting right now on our two little ones. Rich wants Girls. Looks like it's very Crew heavy, except for like Sandra and Nikki and I. We want some Bryan Adams, some naughty Bryan Adams. We're the only ones. Everyone else wants some naughty girls. Did you just
call it naughty Bryan Adams?
Kind of is. I mean, the only thing that looks good on me is You. That's not like... It's not like it's
there
subtle.
Could be a metaphor there. I mean, look. There's a reason Shakespeare called it the beast with two backs. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing really attractive about the situation. It's very intimate. It's very sensual. It's wonderful. But what is your innate reaction if you walk into a room and that's happening? You're like, whoa, okay, woo! You know, like you just turn around and run. You don't stand there and check their form. You know what I mean? You're like, that is graceful and beautiful.
What do you mean?
I feel like I'm being touched by this moment.
No, I know, but it has nothing to do with walking in on somebody else. It's the only thing that looks good on me is You. So it's you and the other person, and that's it. There's no form.
I'm saying that opinion is very, very subjective.
What is?
What looks good on me? Like, never mind. Oh. Nothing looks good on me. No matter how good it looks, nothing looks good on me. You know?
I mean...
Look, you could drop like a heap of supermodels on top of me, and I would still look like the burnt match sticking out the back. You know what I mean? It would just be gross. All
right, fair enough. With that brilliant analogy, yes. Now you've ruined it for everyone because that's your skill. You're a ruiner. Thank you very much.
Hey.
I guess it looks like even though we're super early out of the gate, it looks like it might be Motley Crue after all because now you've just soured the taste of everybody. Blech.
Well, no, to be fair, same deal. I could go to a strip club, and I'm still going to be that guy. It's like, oh, hey, It's your friend. But that doesn't matter. Anyway, let's get the votes in. I'm just having fun.
That's what's happening this Friday. Oh, my gosh. You know what else happened, apparently?
You're going to tell us when we come back. Save your breath. I love making you wait. It's so awesome.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Stay tuned for a great Corey story coming up next on I-95. I-95, Bangor's classic rock station. So you got cut off, and I know I hit you right in your story spot there.
Story spot.
So
yeah, you do that.
If you want to let the cat out of the bag now, because you were very excited. So
it's not that I was very excited. I know that a lot of people
animated.
Are super excited about. Yes, okay. I'm always animated. I'm a friggin' cartoon character person. Let's be honest.
Fair enough.
Looks like Miss Taylor Swift herself did a little stopping over at Bangor International Airport.
Oh, is that true? I heard about that. Like I saw on like ABI's page, they're like, hey, somebody famous was in Bangor for a minute. And it's like, oh my God.
I mean, the thing is, people fly in and out of there all the time because there's ways around certain things if you come in and make a pit stop at Bangor. Like, you don't have to deal with certain, whatever it is. And I think she was coming from like Europe, I want to say.
Well, Bangor is one of the closest spots to Europe if you need to stop and refuel. So a lot of things. I used to work for this company years ago that makes like food for the airplanes and that sort of thing. And you would be amazed how often like the super rich, the super famous, stuff like that stop in Bangor for like a couple hours, refuel or whatever, stretch their legs, and boom, they're gone again. They're not here like Taylor Swift, in the middle of the night. So was she trying to skirt some security, something?
I don't know, but she was probably doing I mean, there's so much heat on that chick right now.
Oh, yeah.
She can't even sneeze without having paparazzi take pictures.
You know what this means? Plane tickets are about to go up in price, and everything in Bangor is going to go up 30% now because Taylor Swift was here for 2 hours overnight.
Absolutely. Just 2 hours overnight. I know. My mom used to work at the airport as well. She was a stewardess, and the same thing. I mean, she would say, and we had that beautiful little jet port, and that's what this was. This wasn't like the big Taylor Swift tour plane. This was like a teeny,
a tiny private jet.
Yes.
It was only 50 feet long.
And so she came in and out, but it was the big hubbub that Taylor was here yesterday.
Tay-Tay in Bangtown.
Sorry to put the cat out of the bag there, ABI, because they're like, we'll have the full story tomorrow. Cat's out of the bag. Everybody knew exactly who it was. In fact, people were like, they were pulling up flight plans and stuff, which cracks me up. I'm like, are you kidding me? Leave the poor woman alone. She's just trying to get a salad, maybe a nap, for crying out loud.
Some gas. Maybe from the salad. Yeah. But Tay-Tay in town. How great is that? Bangor, graced by the closest thing apparently America has to royalty.
I mean, it's
her
true.
And Oprah are all we have.
If she had just stayed one more day, she could have seen the Holiday Lights Parade. Probably.
She could have been the Grand Marshallette.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine the mayhem in downtown Bangor if Taylor Swift ended up the Grand Marshal of the Festival of Lights Parade?
It'd be like the worst or the best Hallmark movie ever.
Oh, yeah. All right. So that's the big news. Sorry. I know people are like, that was it? I know. I got excited for a second because I know people were excited.
I know. I said the same thing. I was like,
Yeah, that's exactly how it played out in my mind, too. We have girls kicking the butts of the only thing that looks good on me is you today. So I'm just going to have to stick that somewhere else in today.
I got a place.
Shut up. Right. So that's happening. As I mentioned, we have a 10 o'clock concert announcement, which will be pretty cool if you like classic rock. It's right up your alley. So, and we have codes coming your way. But yes, the big news of the day, Taylor Swift spent some time on Bangor soil.
There we go.
Maybe.
Let's wrap up the battle. Get your last votes in, i95rocks.com, or rather the I-95 Facebook page. You can still vote for Bryan Adams.
You can hit us up on the app, too, if you want to make fun of me. Some people just not. They're like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, careful what you wish for. Stick around here on I-95. Taking the top spot today.
Oh, stop it. I'm still putting him on. I don't care. I'm going to throw him on later on the midday then.
You're going to put him all over you.
Oh, my God.
Jay, Stu, and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station, I-95.
How did you make that sound so gross? I don't want Bryan Adams all over me. I just like the song. You got to ruin everything.
Are you kidding? Hey, what's your favorite movie? I'll give away the ending real quick.
No, you will not. You'll just shut your dirty mouth. Nobody wants to hear from you.
That's
Titanic.
true.
No, I'm kidding.
Titanic.
I've never seen Titanic. I've never seen Titanic, and I want to go to my grave having never seen Titanic.
Yeah, but you were taught in school how that ends, so that's unavoidable.
I worked at Spotlight when that came out back in the day when it was Spotlight, and so it was Face Off, which was actually kind of exciting. I did like that. That movie was pretty cool. There were like a handful of that I was like, no, I don't ever need to see those again.
You know, I got to say, though, these days, going to the movies is like it should be. You know what I mean? Yeah. I get that people don't go out at the levels they used to. Because I remember when I was a kid, all the seats at the Bangor Cinema had 250 chairs in them.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about in these terms. Like, these days, there's 50 or something like that. And they're all like these big,
you can take
fat recliners and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm just paying $40 to take a nap in the theater.
Do you know what they're re-releasing? I think just in time, and I hope they bring it up here. Gosh, if anybody's listening from the local theaters, bring it up here. They're re-releasing in time for Christmas Die Hard because it is a Christmas movie. In my opinion, I will fight anyone to the death for it. You heard it here first. So actually, I think I'm going to put something up about that. Each year I go into detail as to why Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It's like Die Hard is a Christmas movie. That Dan Fogelberg song that's been appropriated for Christmas every year.
Yeah.
Same old Lang Syne. Yeah, like it's not. It's a Christmas Eve story. But like when it was released on the album, it came out in like June. It was like not intended to be anything. So it's just it's a Christmas song.
It's 100% a Christmas movie. Fight me for it. I have thought about this. I have written reasons as to why it fits into that whole genre, and I will be watching it. In fact, my idea of like a perfect, and we're going to do this weekend, the kids and I, because they got put with me this weekend.
Sure.
And so we're going to do Christmas movies, I said, and we're going to do all the Home Alones that are Christmassy, except the third one sucks, so I think we're going to skip that one.
We're
going to do the Home Alones. We might have to do the Die Hards with the big ones. Mm-hmm. The Christmases or Mickey's Christmas carols, those are happening. Some of the other Christmas carols are happening. It's going to happen.
I got the George C. Scott one on DVD. Yes, I do.
Do you really?
Hell yeah. That's my favorite one. That's my favorite. Yeah. So whatever. That's what Corey's doing this weekend. Now you know. When we come back in just a minute, we have more classic rock on the way, and then of course, like Corey was saying, we got concert announcements this morning. We got all sorts of stuff. So just stay with us. I-95, Jay, Stu, and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station. Rocking out with the Stones today. They're hitting the road this year. They just put out an album and stuff. Not only did the Stones put out an album this year, they put out one that didn't suck.
Yeah, that's a thing.
You know, like I'm not trying to bag on some of the classic rockers, but sometimes when they put out new albums, you're just like, okay, boomer, you know, just kind of please just go back to playing the hits. Like, hey, we don't need this. But
no, they did some. Didn't they do there were a couple of collaborations that they did on that album that I'm hearing are pretty huge too. Well,
and Charlie Watts was replaced by longtime veteran drummer / producer Steve Jordan. So I'm pretty sure he produced the album. So I think he brought some of that younger energy to the music. You know what I mean? That might have been not to say that Charlie
did a track with them, right?
What's that? Oh yeah.
Right.
And I'm not saying Charlie didn't still bring the fire. I'm just, Steve just was at the helm. So he had a lot more creative input probably than, say, Charlie did while he was still alive. So,
well,
yeah.
They're hitting the road. Other people hitting the road. We've got concert announcements today. I understand we have another one coming on Monday, too. So remember when we were talking yesterday about the fact that we got this little taste of, okay, what's to come? We've got Judas Priest and Bryan Adams tickets to give away next week. And we've got these announcements. Well, they're starting to trickle in a little before the new year, and then as soon as the new year hits, I think we're going to start stacking up the summer, and it's going to be fun.
Well, and this one we have coming this morning, I know for a fact at least one of the bands involved, it's a farewell tour. So that's...
All of the classic rockers keep saying farewell.
Oh, sure. Ozzy's been saying it since 1996. But I'm just saying that it's possible that one of these bands you may never see again other than when they come here. So that's pretty serious. That's a historical event.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think the ones that's coming down the pike on Monday is going to be a lot of fun for people too.
Yeah.
So I think if you're a classic rock fan, this might be your summer. So far,
yeah.
we've got some great ones coming in, and the two Bryan Adams and Judas Priest, they're coming to the Cross Center. They're not even doing the outside. We're not even talking about Waterfront yet.
Yeah, Bangor's not screwing around anymore. We're showing people how it's done as far as concerts go.
Yep.
So
I'm excited. So we've got that on tap for you. That announcement will be coming down at 10. Along with, I'm playing the damn Bryan Adams song.
I know. You're going to play the damn Bryan Adams song. God almighty. Anyway, let's get into some great white. No, let's rock out.
No, we're going to right now. Let's do it.
You were going to talk again, and I interrupted you, and I'm sorry. But Great White, so forceful. The Beatles, I-95, right. Bangor's classic rock station. All right. Anyway, I love to make fun of the Beatles. Anyway, second perhaps to making fun of you.
Making fun of me? Yeah. I was waiting for that.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry.
You put something up just a little while ago, and I happen to be in this area of town. We were talking about this yesterday because I drove through Dexter. Apparently with something falling off of the front of my van.
Nice.
I scraped most of the road from Bangor through Dexter, Newport, and back because that's what I do.
That must have sounded great while you were driving.
Well, I was rocking out, and that's the thing. I had hopped in the van, and Grace and I were like cranking out classic rock, and then I get there and I'm like, "Did you hear that? Does that sound weird to you? I don't know."
Why
anyway,
do all these cars smell like burning plastic?
No, something definitely came ajar and then scraped the entire way.
That sucks.
That's on my agenda today. How to unmess up that part of my van. You said exit 157 off Interstate 95 in Newport is the best exit in Maine, possibly.
Look, obviously, it's up to everyone's personal opinion, right? But let's think about it. You get off any other exit, sure, you might find some gas, you might find a little place to eat, something like that. In Newport, when you get off the highway, all in like a 1 mile radius, you've got options for gas, many options for food. You have a Walmart, you have a hotel, there's a bar down the road, there are banks, there's even a weed store and
a Walgreens.
All right off the highway. Can you name anywhere else in Maine where you basically pull into like shopping mecca?
Yeah, I mean, when I was reading
did I mention the hotel too? I mean, right off the highway.
What bar is down there?
Well, maybe it's closed now. The M Room used to be down the road there.
Is that where Lucky's used to be? I remember playing a game back way when I first started in radio at the Q as their news girl, their afternoon guy, and then a couple of other radio people. We all ended up down at Lucky's in Newport playing a game called Wedge the Veg. Let me just tell you right now.
That sounds like a different kind of morning show.
It wasn't
like
a
one
morning
of those
show.
XM morning shows.
It was definitely not the highlight of my life, and I'm not very good at games. I figured that out really quickly, especially games that require you to suspend vegetables from your hips and wiggle. I'm not good at that.
Wow, that sounds. Moving on.
Yeah, so Lucky's has been down there is what I'm basically wondering. Okay.
But that is right there.
That exit is definitely just traveled through there.
In Newport.
Amazing, you are right.
They make drumsticks. You know what I mean? So for me, it's got to be, I can't let it go. Newport is the way life should be.
Newport, the way
Exit
life
157,
should be.
yeah.
Okay.
Not just Maine. Not all of the state.
Not all of Maine. The coast is nice. The coast is nice, and lighthouses and up in the county is great. But Newport exit 157.
Newport.
The way life should be.
Newport is for lovers. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, God. All right. Well, you can check that out online at i95rocks.com and our app if you so choose.
You sure can. And we're going to get into some more classic rock here as well. So just stay with us on I-95. I-95. Jay Stu and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station. Boy, you're a little chuckle bunny today. What's going on?
No, well, okay. I was laughing about what we were talking about. Then I saw this advertisement for putting your pet's face on pajamas, and I was like, oh, that's a great idea. I should totally do that.
You kidding? Last year for Christmas, I gave K-Stu socks with our dog's face all over them.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah.
Being a partner in crime with you for K-Stu Christmas gifts, I didn't get that. I didn't get that call last year of like, hey, will you order me this off of him?
That's because I managed to hide. I could pay that with PayPal, so I could when I bought her those socks.
That's the great thing about not having anyone in your life is that you don't have to hide those purchases from anyone.
But you could also get yourself exactly what you want for Christmas.
So you know what? This is what happens at my house, and my daughter actually pointed this out the other day. You know, Santa comes, and he comes for the kids, and there's always stuff under the tree, but Santa always forgets Mom because, you know, he's busy, whatever. But there was a flub up in one of the things that Santa brought last year, and I ended up with a water bottle with otters on it, which I now call my otter bottle. That was like the mom gift.
Otter bottle?
My otter bottle. So the mom gifts, she asked me, she said, you know, when you get older and you become a parent, do the gifts stop? I'm like, no, but you know what? I've got everything I need. So, like, I don't need anything to be under the tree. You guys are my gift. It's cool. But it reminded me, like, maybe Santa ought to put something underneath there. Just for,
Clark, I want you to get yourself something really nice.
Here's a mistake otter bottle. Happy Christmas.
You get the gifts that nobody wants.
It's true. Oh, it's so true. Oh, it's fine. It's good. But I think I might the pajamas with the pets on them. I like that idea. But then I got to laughing because you and I were just talking about Bangor PD too, and you put up this thing about they got a 5-star Yelp rating.
Yes. Here's the thing. Most of it has to do with the duck of justice. People come and they're just like, oh, this is amazing. And people are like, I can't believe that this isn't bigger on Yelp and stuff. However, not to be outdone, there was one gentleman from Concord, New Hampshire, who wrote, they were very gentle when they handcuffed me, and their patrol vehicles are incredibly roomy. Overall, very professional. We'll get arrested by them again for sure. So, it wasn't just Duck of Justice visitors. Some people were just wildly impressed with how well they were treated. Now, there were a couple 1-star reviews, to be honest. But
from Bangor PD?
Yep. But that was
disgruntled, upset people.
There were 1-star reviews and 5-star reviews. That's
no in-betweens?
No in-betweens.
Either the worst day or the best day you've ever had?
Yeah, and there were like a bunch of 5-star ones. So.
What did the 1-stars say? Were they just mad they were arrested?
They were very personal. You know what I mean? Like very specific to that
That guy's
person.
a jerk and he hates me, so bleh.
Yeah, or, this happened to me and it should have been handled like this, that kind of thing. And that I that's none of my business. I can't weigh in on that. I didn't
realize we were Yelp reviewing police departments now. Oh, yeah. We have come to that place.
We're not the only one. Winslow has a 5-star Yelp rating.
What?
Yeah. If you Google it right now, if you Google like Maine Police Department Yelp, there's a bunch of police departments that have been reviewed by Yelp.
Interesting.
It's crazy. On Yelp, police
I wonder
department.
if we got any reviews on Yelp.
I hope not.
Oh,
I'm
my
afraid.
gosh, we should Google that.
Yeah, we'll check it out. But if you want to read about Bangor's 5-star Yelp review, we're a 5-star police department. Check it out right now over at i95rocks.com or the app.
I-95, Bangor's classic rock station at 95.7 FM, i95rocks.com. Stream live on our app. Hello to the folks in Brooklyn this morning. They're out there at a job site. They checked in.
I thought you meant Brooklyn,
today.
New York.
No.
I was like, we're in Brooklyn today? We're in the hood?
Yep.
No, we're in the hood
They
of
have
Brooklyn,
a beautiful
Maine.
view. Their view is much nicer, I think, than the hood.
Oh, yeah.
We were just discussing this. for several different reasons, but this is up, this video. If you've missed it, please do yourself a favor today and take a look at this online at i95rocks.com. It is the, and I say, in air quotes, the robbery? Was the attempted robbery?
You could call it that.
Okay.
It was amazing.
Of a smoke shop?
So this is in Rockland, who is already recovering from that massive deer invasion in TJ Maxx last week.
TJ Maxx, that's right. They've had a week.
Yeah. This guy gets in there. He breaks into this local smoke shop, and not even like a weed store. He broke in to steal cigarettes. Now, I don't smoke. I do know cigarettes are very expensive, so I guess it's worth it. But I tell you, if you really want to treat yourself, watch this video and mute whatever audio is happening in real life and turn on the Benny Hill theme while this guy tries to rob the store. Like, the part that kills me, first of all, he's just like furiously throwing cartons of cigarettes in a pile. He's just like throwing them in. But at some point, he starts slipping on them like it's a cartoon banana peel. You know what I mean? He's like he's got so many cartons of cigarettes on the floor, he's now falling on them because he can't get his crap together.
I don't think that he thought this through all the way. No. I mean, if you're going to commit a crime, at least bring like a bag with you that you can fill that you don't fall on.
Where the hell did he get a plastic bag? That's what I want to know. Because plastic bags are illegal. Like, he brought that.
Yeah. He's like, I found Nana's stash of doggy bags. Yeah. This one's from Shaw's from 2018 before the...
I got my Zaz bag. I'm going to fill her up with bots.
And he just keeps dropping things. It's like he's the worst at his chosen profession.
Well, by the end of it, I feel like he threw like 94 cartons of cigarettes on the floor, and I think he might have walked out with like 5. You know, like
it wasn't a good.
He's carrying the empty bag with an armful of cartons of cigarettes. Like, between that and falling on them and stuff like that. I mean, first of all, if you're gonna, I'm not encouraging anybody to rob anything because stealing is wrong, 100,000%. But I also believe in the go big or go home philosophy. Like, if you're gonna rob a store, like. I definitely don't, ever want to hear about people being held up at gunpoint. But if you're just going to break into a place like this guy did, at least break into something useful. Steal some groceries. Look for the safe. Break into a weed store where you can steal a ton of weed and sell it. Whatever. But this, is there a big black market cigarette thing that I don't know about?
I think it was probably just like he needed them and he went, but he didn't realize that. Like, the fact that he left with the empty bag and then an armful of...
There had to be alcohol involved. There just had to be.
I would hope.
Because I could see... my grandfather used to say he would walk a mile for a cigarette when he was drinking. like barefoot. You know what I mean? But it's... this guy, I don't know, this just takes it to a whole new level. So like I said... So
you can enjoy that today. Should you feel bad about your life, you can check that out for a minute. And... feel a little bit better, at least at your skills of being able to pile things and not slip on them.
Sure. And I'm telling you, turn on the Benny Hill theme. If you do, it's gold. You will feel better about everything today. Check it out at i95rocks.com or the app.